This week on Thrive, we're going to tackle an issue that affects pretty much every guy. Let's face the facts. Modern men live increasingly busy and hectic lives. Your limited time is split up between work, family, hobbies, social events, and friends. This leaves increasingly less time for the routine things we take for granted, like how we eat. So many of us have probably tried to start a diet or two, or simply tried to eat healthier. But our schedules often get in the way. Often people aren't particularly mindful when it comes to their diet. This mindless eating has become a huge problem in the US and is only getting worse as our lives keep getting busier. Think about it. How often do you end up eating in front of a screen, whether it's your TV, your smartphone, or your laptop? The fact that we are constantly surrounded by fast processed food options doesn't help matters at all. People are getting fatter, and the more fat you're carrying on you, the worse your quality of life will be. Something has to change. But what if the change came not just from paying attention to what you eat, but also from paying attention to how you eat? What we are talking about is mindful eating. It's simple, and all it really requires is your attention and changing the way you approach food. By practicing mindful eating, you can drastically improve the way you feel, nourish your body better, help solve eating issues, and ultimately end up eating less. We talked to nutrition expert Joe Cross to get his take on the benefits of mindful eating and the best way to start doing it yourself.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I've noticed as I've been out on the road looking at people who have been super successful at losing weight and keeping it off, because we don't really have a shortage of people losing weight. A lot of people drop pounds, but then they stack them back on. But the people who are really thriving and actually keeping it off, I find that there's a certain mindfulness about this. There's an awareness that if you're going to put in food into your body that is not necessarily made from Mother Nature in its original form, you are going to be depleting yourself of a vast array of what we call micronutrients. You really need to work out some plan to pump up that volume of plant food. What's a good number? You might have to go a bit extreme and go all plant for a week, a month, 6 months. I mean, it took me 5 months from my broken state on all plants to get back to full strength. Now I don't need to be so extreme. Now I'm about 50% of my calories every day. I really strive and aim to come from plants, and that allows another 50% to come from mostly animal product, but of course some processed food finds its way into the diet.
Our modern culture is diet and food obsessed, but so often people aren't really thinking about what they consume. Mindful eating is a fantastic way to jumpstart your journey to looking and feeling better. From daily juicing to just rethinking your approach to and relationship with food, mindful eating is an ancient practice that has massive implications for modern day issues. Remember though, that getting rid of old habits such as eating mindlessly are not easy to overcome. It takes time. Drastic changes are often ineffective in the long run. Instead, try to build on incremental changes. What's fantastic about this approach is that it will offer benefits for every guy, regardless of background or fitness level. Also, cost-wise, you can end up saving money by paying more attention to what you're buying at the grocery store. There's really no excuse not to give mindful eating a try and reboot your system. So what are you waiting for? Don't just live. Thrive.